What's up, party people, and welcome back to the series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to Master Rank. This is fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along. Today, we are looking at the Colonel. Actually, I'm not sure if he's a Colonel. I know he was a captain in the Street Fighter 2 movie, because I just recently watched that shit, and it was hot fire. But yeah, we're looking at Guile, the ghoulish one, the ghoulie, Mr. Flat Top Hero himself. So Guile will definitely be a difficult character for me to get to Master Rank, just because if you want to talk about not jiving, this guy does not jive with me. But that being said, I'm going to show you guys that even if you're not good with the character, you can still get him to Master Rank with just a little bit of practice and a few fundamentals. So if I'm day one in a character, the first thing I gotta do is his combo trials. Or hers combo trials, but Guile's a guy. I'm pretty sure Guile identifies as a man. I don't know. Probably, cis, gender, white American man, bottom of the barrel, this fucking dog. But despite that, so yeah, combo trials, you don't gotta finish the combo trials, but it gives you valuable information. You don't have to finish all the combo trials, and I don't finish all of Guile's combo trials. He's the first character that I didn't finish all the combo trials on the first trial. I'll probably go back and do them just so I can have every combo trial finished, but there's a couple trials with the perfect booms that I just couldn't get whenever I was sitting there, so I was just like, screw it. But those are the only ones I didn't do, but like I said, it's not important to, finish all the combo trials. It's just important to do the combo trials because essentially the way I look at it is like whenever you pick up a book, you look at the back of the book, there's a paragraph on the back of the book essentially telling you what the book's going to be about. That's what I look at combo trials as. Essentially, it's like dips your toe and it shows you the ropes with the character. How you say, like, shows you their special moves. Special moves is essentially a character's identity, and it gives you a glimpse into what you're going to be using the special moves for, yada, yada, yada. So I like to start with the combo trials just to give myself a quick little synopsis on what the character is going to be all about. Once I'm done with the combo trials, or at least dipping my toe in, I'm going to focus on 4 key fundamentals that I'm going to use all the way to get to Master Rank. Whenever I start tilting, I'm just going to fall back on these 4 fundamentals. Whenever I start wanting to pull my hair out or start combing into a flat top because I can't win with Guile and I need to get some good juju flowing to start winning with Guile, I'm going to, instead of getting out the hair gel, I'm going to get out this guide and look at these 4 fundamentals. So the first one is slow down and enjoy the game. You're playing a video game. Too many people these days are like, no, I have to get to this right. No, I have to do that. No, I have to do this. No, I have to do that. Or they just, bitch and moan about Street Fighter in general. And it's like, if you're not having fun, go do something else. There's so many other video games out there. There's not enough time in the day to be complaining about one. If you're not having fun, go do something else. It's okay, man. Yeah, I get it. It's tough out here. But if you don't like Street Fighter 6, don't play it. But the essential idea is if you do like Street Fighter 6, don't rush in there to think that you're going to win every game and get all these points. The idea is to slow down, take your time, have fun, learn, and get better. Play to learn, play to get better. That's the way to, if you want to maximize the amount of fun you have, you play to learn and you play to get better. And you try to learn and get better every single session. Instead of trying to get points, you're trying to learn and get better. And then it's okay if you lose. You won't get mad if you lose. Very important. If you're not having fun, don't play. Slow down. A good way to get hyped up if you're like, don't really like, oh, I want to play, but I'm not really feeling it, is to watch pro replays, which we'll do at the end of this video. We'll check out a pro replay or 2. But yeah, that's the idea, is literally just, come on, guys. Like, we're playing a video game. We're all friends here. We don't want to, rip each other's hair out, except for the guy who plays Zangief. We want to go fight him in the middle of the street because he's a fundamentally evil person. But regardless, number 2, so that was number 1, was slow down and enjoy the game. Number 2 of these key fundamentals is focus on basic execution. When I mean basic execution, I mean basic execution. Too many new players spend too much time in the lab trying to do these crazy combos or figure out this like tech and stuff. Nothing beats just playing the game. You know what I mean? Playing against an opponent, nothing's going to teach you more than just fighting opponents. You can lab stuff later on, but I just recommend you get in there and fight opponents. And the only combos you need to beat opponents with is pretty much 6 combos. a basic light punish, a medium combo, a heavy combo, something that's going to work off of wall splat, something that's going to work off of crumple, and something that's going, excuse me, to punish drive reversals. Those 6 combos, and you can get the master rank no problem. We call them tournament combos in the business because they're so screwy easy that if you're nervous in a match or you're nervous in a tournament, you can just do it. You know what I mean? To add on to this, I would like to at least get a combo into level 3 with each character. With Guile, it was a bit tougher for me, but I figured one out that I started to be able to do. But yeah, the idea for that is just so you can cash out and get your damage and spend your resources, you know what I mean? Because not doing that kind of sucks. But yeah, just 6 basic combos. I'm going to have 6 combos for you guys in this guide a little bit further down. Oh yeah, sorry. Forgot to mention that there was a guide at the beginning of this video. Take pictures with your phone, follow along. Use this, the same guide I'm giving you guys for free is the same guide I'm using to get all my characters to mastering. Well, not all of them, but like each individual character has the, game plans, everything in it. So take pictures of that guide at the beginning of the video and follow along. Number 3 key fundamental is to develop a game plan. The essential idea is having any game plan is going to give you an advantage over players who don't have a game plan at all. But it also, again, it's something to fall back on. Whenever you're starting to struggle, you could just look back at your game plan and be like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to win or lose. I'm just going to fall back on this game plan and try to hone it in and get it a little better every time I play. You know what I mean? Even if I lose, if I just keep practicing this game plan and get it better and better, the wins will come eventually. You know what I mean? The idea of a game plan is essentially that, like, characters in Street Fighter are like chess pieces, like a chess piece, like a bishop, he can move diagonal as many places as he wants, but he can't go anywhere else. Rook could go, vertically and horizontally, but he can't move vertically. I mean, he can't move diagonally. So the idea with the Street Fighter characters, a lot of characters have these constraints, you know what I mean? These things that they want to be doing. And you just kind of want to have an idea of what you want to be doing, what your chess piece, how he wants to move. There's freedom of expression, of course, and not everyone's going to play the same. But you just want to get the general concept of, staying in your lane kind of thing and doing what your character is good at, essentially, to win some games, or, what have you. The number 4 fundamental, so just for a quick recap, we had number 1 fundamental is slow down and enjoy the game. Number 2 is focus on basic execution. Number 3 is develop a game plan. Number 4 is the 20 and 5 rule. This is all in that guide I had at the beginning of the game. So the 20 and 5 rule is, if you're serious about improving, it's the most efficient way to improve. I love efficiency because, a lot of you guys are dads. A lot of us, just don't have all the time in the world to be playing video games, and we want to use that time we have effectively so we can get, better at the game. So the idea is every 20 minutes of gaming, take a 5-minute break. Stretch, breathe, drink water. It'll help you avoid tilt. You will absolutely see it improve your results, and it's just beneficial for your mental health. And whenever it comes to mental health, I'm like a screaming person in the middle of the street most of the time, like dodging traffic. So anything I can do to help myself in that regard, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the idea of it though is it's really helps you improve scientifically, because the way you develop muscle memory and skills in general is developing these grooves in your brain. And if you do something for like 2 hours straight and you don't give your brain time to essentially marinate the information or the nerves and stuff that you're developing through muscle memory, you're going to learn the same amount in 2 hours as you would in that 20 minutes without taking the break, So a lot of people are just like, no, I want to get back in. And that's when you start tilt queuing and you lose 200, points because you just, you want to take a break and give your brain a break to absorb all the information you were trying to cram in there. I learned this with studying because I'm a horrible student. But now I'm a decent student because I just truck through it. You know what I mean? I take my breaks and I just keep on moving, getting through the readings and stuff in hard classes or math or whatever. Just 20 minutes at a time. And it definitely, you'll just try it and you'll see the improvements. So you could use this for any skill as well. It's how I learned how to play guitar. It's how I learned how to sing. Not how to make love, because 20 minutes at a time, people, let's keep it real. That being said, okay, so next, I'm not going to go through all the system mechanics, what they do exactly, because they are built into the game, but I want to touch on the system mechanics because you should learn all of them. So real quick, there's drive gauge, your drive gauge in the game. There's drive impact, drive parry, drive rush, drive reversal, and overdrive. Outside of these, there's also things like blocking, jumping, and throwing that are also universal mechanics, but we're just going to focus on the drive system for now because essentially the idea of the drive system and why I wanted to bring it up is if you're having trouble, there's so many people who will be like, oh, I don't know what to do about so-and-so character. I don't know what to do about this move, you know what I mean? If you look at the guide or just, review the drive system in general and look at all the options, odds are one of these options are going to be the answer that you're looking for versus that character or that move. So, like, for instance, we'll say, like, I don't know how to fight Manon, Marissa, or Jamie, insert character here. I don't know. Kimberly just puts me in the corner. I don't have any idea what to do. You look at these options and it's like, okay, well, drive impact just gets me killed, but drive reversal seems to get her off me nearly every single time I use it. Yeah, it's 2 bars, but 2 bars versus your life, or if you're just stuck in block stun the whole time, you lose all your drive gauge anyways. So you use that drive reversal to reset the neutral, put them a little far away from you. And then it's like, oh my god, this is like a different matchup. E Honda, when he came out, everyone thought he was the most obnoxious character in the game. And then we all practiced parrying his headbutt and butt slam and realized it's the easiest moves to parry in the game, to perfect parry. And that totally changed the way everyone viewed that character. He went from the most obnoxious character to the worst character in the game. He's not the worst character in the game, but I just mean, like, you know what? It totally changed everything with that character. Everyone just started perfect parrying. And if you think perfect parry is hard, set up a training dummy and have it do Honda's headbutt or his butt slam. And just practice perfect parrying that, and it's easier to perfect parry those moves than it is to perfect parry the basketballs in the built-in minigame in the story mode. They are definitely like the easiest moves to perfect parry in the game. If you practice it, you'll be like, wait a minute, perfect parry is not that hard at all. But yeah, like I said, if you're having trouble with a move, use the drive system, and you'll find an answer for it. Always fall back on the drive system if you need an answer, So yeah, B&Bs with Guile. Again, I have like 6 B&Bs. I think I might have a bonus one in here. But yeah, so like I'll have them on the screen. They might not be on the screen right now. They might be on the screen a little while ago kind of thing. But I'll have the annotations on the video, and I also have them in the written guide. If you took pictures with your phone, you can just always fall back on them. And if you need an example, I have the example in the video. Then you can just click back on that, or like I said, it might be going on right now. It might have happened already. Who knows? But yeah, they're real easy combos. 2 crouching light punches into flash kick, drive rush, back light kick, the bazooka knee into 2 crouching light punches, flash kick. His stand medium punch does link into his crouching medium punch target combo, so that's kind of fun. After his overhead, you can do that as well. And yeah, I won't go over all these, but you could, like I said, just look back at all of them. What I did not write in here is his... Oh, wait, no, I think I have it a little bit farther down. Haha, look at me. Oh, yeah, so comboing into his supers was a little difficult for me. Yeah, so his medium punch, heavy punch target combo pretty much goes into all of his supers, so that's one way to transfer into it, which is an easy way to cash out. The stand heavy kick goes into his level 2, then you can do a standing heavy punch into EX Sonic Booms for decent damage. Level 3 originally I thought just after DI, but I did pick up a combo before I started doing the guide where you like the flash kick into his level 3. It honestly changed this character for me. Not that it's like the most optimal thing in the world, but it just became an easy way for me to cash out and get my damage, and it really did. It was worth its weight in gold on the way to master with this character, and you'll see examples of that in the placements in the next episode, and every other episode after that you'll see a lot of placements. So yep, that's our BMBs. And then game plans, how I talked about our third fundamental being game plans, and how you want to come up with a game plan. So I'm going to give you guys a couple starter deck game plans in this guide for you to fall back on, for you to refer to whenever you're tilting, whenever you need whenever you're like, oh, I can't win, like I said, just fall back on these and win or lose. Just use these game plans and grind it out, and you'll get a lot better. So, how to find a game plan? What I do is I watch a pro and I go play by play. I go NBA, MLB. I do play by play for the whole match, basically. I try to find a 3-round match for you guys just so I can get more information. But if you look, I have everything typed up. If you watch the video and you look, I have every single thing they did play by play typed up. And why I do this is because I want to see how they're getting their damage. I want to see how they're beating their opponents. Kind of important to watch a match where they win in, just so you could see, you know, like I said, how they beat their opponents. But yeah, we're gonna watch Knuckle Dew versus Nephew, absolute classic, and Higuchi versus Ryukichi. Higuchi's kind of the new kid on the block, but he's making everyone really salty with Guile, so I wanted to watch him. Shout out to Daikanu, though, another amazing guy. But so from all that stuff, basically what I came up with was 3 game plans. Game plan 1 I kind of use with every single character. It's the pop quiz game plan. Every character is going to have their own variation of it. But the essential idea is, does your opponent have answers for jumps? No, then I'm going to keep jumping. Does your opponent have answers for the 10 million Sonic Boom per course, you know? And it's like, no, they just keep eating Sonic Booms. It's like, well, guess what? I'm going to keep on chucking Sonic Booms. If I dry rush a bazooka knee and throw them over and over again, are they going to do anything about it? No. Guess how I'm going to kill them then? Do they let me set up Sonic Blade for free? Do they just keep jumping into my flash kick? Do they mash on wake up? Do they tech throws? Do they check dry rush? I check pretty much as much as, I mean, you only get 2 rounds versus an opponent, but if you can find one of these things that you can take advantage of them, that's free damage. You know what I mean? You want to pop quiz your opponent. It's not your fault if they don't know how to deal with this stuff. You want to take advantage of it and you want to win. You know, it's not dirty fighting. Technically, it's helping them, because if they were smart and they were getting caught by this stuff, then they'd take it into the lab and then they'd learn, and then the next time you fight them, they know something. Now you'll see that my Guile other game plans are not that extensive, and you know why that is? It's because we're playing Guile, and the game plan 2 is called 2 moves because Guile has 2 special moves. He always has. It's been his game style since the whole beginning. You run and you run. You poke with Sonic Boom, stand medium kick, his Sobot kick, which is the back medium kick or the forward medium kick. Crouch medium kick, which you could dry rush out of. You could do a combo if you hit him with the dry rush crouch medium kick. You want to set up your Sonic Blade, you want to chuck Sonic Booms, and you want to anti-air with stand medium kick, flash kick, and crouch heavy punch. This has been his essential identity as a character. He's the original defensive zoning character. And that's pretty much the idea, is you want to use your really good fireballs and your Sonic Blades to make your really good fireballs even better. And you want to anti-air opponent when they try jumping over them. That's Guile. That's what he always is. But I did add Game Plan 3, though, because this is Street Fighter 6, so Guile can play Street Fighter 6 as well as his same 2 special moves that he's been using for 300 years. And I just called it Street Fighter 6 Dry Rush because Dry Rush Crouching Medium Kick, Medium Punch and Dry Rush Crouching Medium Kick aren't much for Rushdown, but they're better than you think. Honestly, they're still pretty good. His Crouch Medium Punch and his Crouch Medium Kick are nothing to scoff at. He just doesn't get the craziest conversions in the world, but he still gets conversions, so it's still damage. And that stuff adds up. Also, you could follow behind the light version of his Sonic Blade. You don't have to drive rush behind it. You can just follow behind it. And it creates serious pressure. You can gain a lot of space to back up with. Or if they jump, you can just anti them. Lots of players either tech throws too much or not enough. So adjust the offense to take advantage of one of those. If they're tech and throws too much, you can essentially neutral jump to punish it. Or you can shimmy them. If they're not teching throws enough, then you're going to get free damage that way. That brings us to the end of this Guile guide, but review all this information because tomorrow I'm going to have the placements up, and you're going to see how I apply all this fun stuff, all this cool Guile tech that I'm ass with. But you can see how I kept it very simple, and that's the point. I want to show you guys that if you like Guile and you're not good at the game, you can still get to master rank just like anyone else, because if I could do it with this character, anyone could do it. So that being said, I am the Depressed Gamer. I need you all to be good to yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you who like the videos. I appreciate all you guys who started sharing the videos. That's crazy. And you fellas who are commenting, I will always reply to you guys until, the end of time. But no, I do. I like every time you guys comment, it makes me happy and it makes me want to make more videos so that you guys inspire me to keep doing this stuff. And I just appreciate you. So keep on struggling. And I will see you in the next one.